Okay, so it's day 145, I believe is the number of Nofap. Waited to record or start recording the video until I got on the freeway, which might not be the best idea, but ironically enough, even though I did sleep in, I had alarms going off like every half an hour, but I finally got up at 6 and I was already dressed, rolled out of bed, grabbed my stuff and got out, and it's around 6:30 right now. I'm already on the road, so I don't know how far along I am, but basically I'll probably be like the earliest I've been in a while. Got a lot of cut out for me today. Other than, like I've said in the past, tying up loose ends at the end of the week, that sort of thing. Other than that, got a lab assignment due tonight, and looks like a lot of it is just data crunching and analysis, which pretty much, from what I can tell, taking the data the professor's given us and then generating some graphs and then interpreting them. So, I had to brush up a bit on some Excel type stuff. I wish I used MATLAB. I may use it as an opportunity, like after I may perhaps turn in the actual assignment later on to, give myself some of that, refreshing, so to speak, on MATLAB, but just to get the thing in, get the assignment in and on time and all that, I'll just use Excel because it's a bit easier. So, other than that, got paid, so I'll be sending out some payments. My uncle, who is co-signed onto that loan, he contacted me, I think it was like yesterday, day before yesterday, and was asking about that because basically the servicing of the loan is being transferred to another servicer, and a lot of this stuff is probably in response to the whole COVID pandemic. Basically, you got these companies who were giving out loans, and essentially because of COVID and a number of other factors, I'm sure, but COVID is probably like the sort of main thing, causing them to make that sort of switch over. But essentially, they decided to exit the student loan business, so they're handing that off to somebody else who's willing to. Probably because, a lot of people maybe were making, minimum payments or making any payments, period. They lost their jobs because of the pandemic or the response to the pandemic. And essentially, got all these, it's almost like 2008, 2009 with the whole housing bubble, with subprime loans and all that. Was kind of like, well, guys are not going to be making payments, we're not going to be getting an ROI, if we are getting something of an ROI, until I'm kind of tired. I don't know if I'll re-record this, but anyways, they're not getting the ROI they're looking for, ultimately, and as such, they decide to basically hand that off to somebody else. I guess go look for better investments. So, anyways, my uncle, he got a letter about it. He contacted me, and it's probably something that I'll, maybe I'll cover more detail on a sort of a Drew Out of Dead video. I think earlier if I'll get some rest beforehand. I don't know. I'm struggling with the whole getting sleep thing, especially if I know that I have stuff to do, or I feel like I'm behind on things. Like, maybe the irony is, maybe I should have just gone to bed earlier last night instead of staying up and, reading the textbook. Seeing as, like, what will impact my grade in the most, immediate sense. I should have done that, because I'd be, like, a better rested, and I'd probably be more effective in, certain things. But, that's sort of a cost-benefit analysis I have to do, and I have to, I guess, learn to make those better decisions when it comes to that. But I read a bit last night. I went to sleep. And I'll have to be doing laundry this weekend. That's one of those sort of like life maintenance tasks I'll have to get done. But we also have a quiz coming up next Wednesday, so I will need to step things up. I need to get that all delineated, I guess you could say, or, written out in my planner as to, like, okay, which of these A-class activity problems am I going to do, and let's write that down so I can start crossing them out. But once I get them done, so anyways, I'm sure you can probably tell, like, I'm really tired, and I don't remember which tasks they assigned me today for work, but I hope it's kind of a light day. I'm gonna get some coffee when I get to work. I didn't get any coffee at home, in part because I don't have any of that sugar-free creamer, so I didn't want to go and start my day out the wrong way, spiking my insulin levels. I'm gonna do some half and half, some sugar-free or calorie-free or 0-calorie sweetener. Toss that stuff into the coffee, and I make it work and get powered up then. But I'm just, like, focusing the road right now. Maybe I also need to turn off the hot air, because it's also making me a bit sleepy. I mean, it's just a sort of reaction. But anyways, just doing the best I can to handle life and what it throws at me. I think probably repeated this point ad nauseum, but as I go on, I kind of realize that so much of Nofap is just about that. Like, once you get past probably the first month, it's really just about establishing and maintaining those habits and actually being able to cope with life. As long as you're doing that, you're really not going to feel the desire or the urge to relapse. If life seems to be going all right and handling things, you're not going to be drawn back to that. But this is really relatively short right now. I mean, it's about 9 minutes long, and I'm struggling to find things to say. It's the same old daily grind. Maybe this weekend, after I've, like I said, gotten some rest, might have more to say. Just about taking care of these milestones, these goals, and these concerns of mine. And it's like almost like I've figured out what I need to do. It's just the doing of it that takes the time and the effort. And it's like that's kind of why it's almost like there's really not much to talk about, but there is a lot to do things about. Like, keep working on this job, keep making the money, keep adapting, take those paychecks I, get, and convert that into debt, really, basically, for the most part, as well as, obviously, like, paying for cost of living. Knock out those debts. Eventually get myself to the point where I have no debt. Trying to use up my entire paycheck to go do other things, whatever those may entail. Though first and foremost, doing stuff that's good for me to begin with. I'm not being somebody's plow horse. I'm not being somebody's safety net or their get out of jail card, so to speak. Take care of these classes, get the grades I need to get, bring my GPA up enough, get into that master's program, get that master's degree. Along the way, pick up the right kinds of certifications that, in addition to that master's, will get me that that position I really need or want. Get on my diet, which I am now. Stick to the diet. Lose that weight. Take care of your health. Get to see a doctor. Get a checkup. Figure out what things you need to take care of in order to prevent, different health issues from arising, or the ones that I may or may not currently have, resolving those. And assuming I can eventually go back to the pool and swim, getting back to exercising, stuff like that. I already know what I need to do or what I want to do. Just gotta go do it. And then I can report back to you guys and gals, whoever watches my videos. I can report back on, here's what I did. Otherwise, like I said, there's not much to talk about. So, to that point, I'm going to finish recording and just get myself to work. So, I will see you folks around. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.